First of all, when I say off-market, it's from the international investors' point of view that it's off-market. It's fairly known within the locals what is on the market and what is not on the market. And that's why I always say to people, make sure you have a local partner or your own team on site. Because we all know what's going on in the areas. I've been asked 10 times about a deal today that was supposed to be secret. Nothing is secret. We're two small markets. We know what's going on. Or if not, we hear it from somebody who can't keep their mouth shut anyway. So that's why it seems maybe for you, an international buyer, that it's off-market. For us, it's not really off-market. I mean, the banks, everybody knows it. That's how it is. And that's because in most of these countries, or all of the countries, you have about 100 key people. And we all know each other, and we go to the same dinners, go to the same receptions, we see each other when we go and see our sons playing football or whatever it is. So we know each other, and that's how it is. It's not like Germany, where it's such a big country, but even though you have a city like Munich, all the players in Munich know each other as well. So that's just a fact. These countries are just, the capital. When it comes to what does our investors want, it is very diversified. 6 years ago, we had a very focused investor base that were looking for stable cash flows. Now we have very diversified institutional capital that wants different things. So what's most important for us is to ask, are you willing to take a currency risk? Yes or no? Because if you're not willing to take a currency risk, you are coming from a euro-denominated country. There are basically two countries you can invest in the Nordics at the moment. That's Denmark and that's Finland. Denmark has the Danish krona pegged against the euro, can't really move anywhere. The Swedish krona is getting stronger, but according to when we look at the euro and also the NOK, the Norwegian krona, is fairly volatile against the euro. You can then debate whether it's the local currency or it's the euro that's volatile. Fact is, toward each other, they're volatile. And then when you have to hedge that currency, there's very little left of the margin between what you buy for and what you finance for and hedge for. So that's another factor we have to ask. And then also, are you willing only to do inner cities? And then we have to tell them the consequences of that, because the Nordic is not cheap. But it's also not expensive. It's just part of Europe where you have the same kind of yields for an inner city CBD office with a 10-year lease contract. You will pay the same thing as you would in any other larger city in Europe. That's how it is. It's not cheaper just because it's in the Nordics. So if you want high-yielding products, you need to go outside and take a little bit more risk. And these discussions we have with them, and this is what you can do. Then there's a lot of opportunity, depending on what kind of risk the investor is willing to take.